Hey guys, welcome back to Divinity 2. I have not played this game in a long time. I could barely get the chance to play the game, and when I was uploading my videos I made a mistake in deleting some footage that I hadn't actually used yet, just from clearing my hard drive. I was running out of space. So unfortunately, I'm having to redo some areas just so you guys know what's going on. Now I had to load an old save, and to be honest, I'm not even sure if it's at the right position.
There's one unaffected egg behind them. Perhaps there's still a chance.
Things might be a little off. Some of them might have different equipment than what you remember. But I'm not sure if you guys pay that much attention. I'm just gonna try and quickly show you. I mean to poison, that makes sense. Try and quickly show you guys everything that you might want to see before I reach the point where I've got the old footage. If that makes sense.
I'll yield to none.
So I'm not gonna piss around, I'm just gonna totally wreck these guys if I can.
Glory is mine!
Mwah.
Prepare yourself.
So this is where you get
There you are, little egg.
the only surviving egg for the chicken quest.
She leaps up and grabs the egg with her foot, kicking it under her warm underbelly and settling down upon it contentedly. She cocks a black eye up at you and winks.
So if I was to use Pet Pal person to talk to her,
This is my family.
she would tell me that there's treasure over here buried.
I've spotted something.
But if you don't have Pet Pal, you can still get it. It's just a ruby. Okay.
Running off, like Barnby and Sam did.
Hell no. You know what Raymond would do if he caught us? Get yourself...
Skip that chatter because it's boring.
Last time I was here, I summoned my wolf right in the tavern. All hell broke loose. Good times. Good times. I wonder if they'll remember me.
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
Damnable red-cloaked baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back into its socket.
I swear by the seven, if we did not have more important matters to attend to.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages, a needle, and thread out of a box. She slowly starts to tend to her wounds.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe. Enthusiasm? On a weekday? My word. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen Godwoken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on the head. Come, Godwoken. Fortunately, the Magisters pay as much attention to art as they do to fashion. Kindly remove that painting from the wall.
Wrong painting. I'd done that last time.
I pray my instructions will not be too technical for you. You'd push the button.
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Taking your time.
Excellent. Follow me.
Password
Your time is at
entered.
hand, Godwoken.
In we go.
Ancient runes. Weird contraptions.
Feel free
This place
to
is
look
an
out while I
arcanist's
catch my
dream.
breath. Come speak to me when you wish to proceed. And try not...
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken?
Say that you hope it's a chance to stop the Divine Order.
A chance, yes, but it is much more than that. No, becoming the divine means taking on the power of all the gods and the responsibility for all the races. The divine was created by the gods to shelter us from the void. The divine cannot use his power for anything else. Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then inhale the smoke. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, burning in your lungs, or a dire sense of existential dread. They're all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard, sauce in the glowing fountain, ritual in the tome by the bookcase, even an incinerator to provide a flame.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding.
And do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Opening
Get
the door,
ingredients.
you see a selection of ingredients. After a quick rummage, you gather up the...
Done. Get the source. And then... So I need to use that to make it bloody. Combine that with the bowl. Where be the bowl, says I. There. Okay, and then combine that with the bloody knife. Cool. Now lob that in there. Activate the fire. Pray. Snort the hallucinogenic smoke.
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading.
Do it.
As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
Back here again. This is my soul, but it looks like the Hall of Echoes. Who's this handsome chap?
Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, you spot a figure you could only describe as a second self. It looks haggard and weak, its very voice but a feeble echo of your own.
Ifan, my wolf! Come closer, so that you may see me as I truly am.
Sure.
Look me in the eyes.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum.
Blind eyes, shine brightly. Speak the spell, and see.
So this is where you get your new spell that allows you to see ghosties. No point clearing my bar because I'm not keeping this safe.
God is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the god Ralik in all his spectral glory.
You know me now, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful. And now I've come to seek some power in return. Your god-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Ralik nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god.
Don't be greedy. I need all the source I can get.
Don't you dare to be ungrateful after all I've done for you. I sheltered you. Now you must shelter me. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion.
Smart. Ralik's clearly not going to beat you up again, not in his current state.
Don't taunt me, Ben Mezd. My strength is your strength. My loss is your loss. You must realize, Ifan, that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension. It is a lake, a pool of pure source in which the powers of the Seven lie united. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen. That is where the road to divinity leads, and you must be the first to reach it at all costs.
I never lose.
I know. Or did you think I chose you for your ability to take a beating? One must never enter into any endeavor, though, without realizing the stakes. The void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it. All of it. Only he who claims everything will be everything. The void's doom. This world's liberator.
That sounds like that megalomaniacal talk that led to Lucian's end.
You will be one, or you will be none. The other gods must bow to you or be undone. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own god Woken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One, at the expense of all others. So make no mistake, Ifan. Chances are the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods, their blood on your blood-red hands. But don't let that dismay you. For these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence, to save your kin, and your loved ones, and the world they live in.
Tell him that divinity already caused the deaths of those you held dear and destroyed the world they lived in.
And now only divinity can save what remains. You no longer trust in the Order, Ifan, but you must trust in me. If you choose life, you choose the Well of Ascension. I will lead you there when you're ready, when you've become a true master of the Source and speak the language of creation itself. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source like only a Godwoken can, and wield its most powerful spell.
There's no better tutor than him.
Hoarse laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
You flatter me, Ifan. But if all I had to do was give, you would long since have received. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first, you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek Masters of the Source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So, return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the Source. Once you have, you may return to me here.
Sure.
Best of luck.
Later. How'd I get here? Oh yeah. Don't mind me.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
Yeah.
She sighs
Tell her.
impatiently as you hack up the last of the green smoke.
You can't channel enough Source? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps?
You're not sure about a hornpipe, but you've been threatened with a hangman's jig before.
If I were looking for a master of mirth, you would be ideal. Alas, there are no masters of Source here. The river of my source has been dammed. My link to the font from which it flows, severed. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only Source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to.
Cool.
These are the kinds of creatures that grew bored pulling the legs from spiders and so moved on to people. Fun is not the word I would choose. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit.
No
Yep, she's
matter
out.
what is asked of you, you must learn from them.
Where?
The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource, but do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Gods...
Bye-bye. Okay, apparently you're supposed to keep this on you. I think you have to come back here anyway and redo it, so I'll just leave it. And obviously I'm not looting because I've already technically done this, I'm just showing you guys essentially. Fucking hell. Right, so the next place I went to was the pub.
Keep talking to him for you then.
I'm probably not going to be doing any of the looting or the talking. Most of it is just crap in here anyway. This is a leader of the Magisters in this area. He's currently searching for missing Magisters. There's a ghost nearby. I
against the
think
void.
the ghost gives you some information on one of the missing magisters.
Early, all hope destroyed.
So I'll show that
Path thus ended, the conclusion of a noble bloodline.
there.
The spirit of a magister stares dumbly at her translucent hand, the fingers of which have been sheared off.
My ring. Where's my ring?
What happened to her?
The spirit pivots her wrist, staring at the fingerless hand, utterly, morbidly entranced.
I should have been more careful. She hacked at my sword hand first. I couldn't defend myself.
Who?
The spirit stares, absorbing your question. Finally, she points her fingerless hand towards the kitchen. The spirit's lips part, trying to form an answer, but it doesn't come. She
Yeah. So basically, the cook murdered her, and's been cooking them up into pies.
And if the Magister's told
So I think the next video that's not been deleted will show me arresting her. Spoilers. So I need to go down
Hold it.
here.
Papa, no. You didn't hear me the first time, eh? That'll be a hard no.
He squints at you in the gloom. Then his eyes widen, and he takes a stumbling half step.
Well, I'll be thrice cussed to the void. If I'd been mezd. I saw them collar you good, boy. Didn't think we'd hear you growling round here again. Down you go. But no shenanigans, mind. I heard of any more incidents down there, I'll shave your damn wolf bald myself.
So it's easy to get down with, and I think everyone else has to like convince him a bit more.
I've spotted something.
Can't remember what's in there. Just a body with shite on it or something. Right. So this place, you can get high.
Look at that. A fresh face. And a pretty little kisser it is too.
You get some special drugs from her,
Welcome be, Governor. Take a load off and
and when you
enjoy
smoke them, you
Effie's
get a certain
blunder
buff.
down under.
It lasts for like quite a while actually. The only thing I remember doing up here before the next save was this part. So there's a woman around here. Where is she? Can't remember who it is. Is it Clarissa? Might be Clarissa.
Are you? Are you? No.
No, it's not her. That's her. Dorothea. So for this purpose, I think when I did it, I'd done it with Sabile. So basically when you talk to this woman,
Delicate beauty. Call me Dorothea.
She draws close. You feel her breath on your neck, hot, moist.
gets a bit flirty with you.
Oh yes. I have something that you want. But I only bargain with those I deem deserving. Those who have accomplished great things. So tell me, are you worthy of my gift?
So I think if you tell her you're a champion of Fortjoy, that's good enough.
Indeed. This is acceptable. You are nearer the one than most self-described heroes I've known. So tell me, are you ready for me to grant you your greatest desire?
Sure.
I can't. Not yet. Gaze into the gem, my lovely.
She flashes her ring at you, and you stare at the luminescent stone at its center. You are floating on a current of pure source, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of colors and fuzzy images. On the horizon looms a dark silhouette. As you approach, a beam of light washes the shadow away, revealing to you...
So depending on what you choose is the reward you get from her. Now, every reward, I say that term loosely, it'll give you minus constitution, I believe. but plus another stat. So I think it goes like strength, dex, wisdom, or intellect, wisdom, or something like that. For each of these. I think the last one is basically an item that basically respawns you when you die. So I mean, they're not great. I mean, everyone needs health, so minus health isn't great. I'm just gonna go this one. I can't remember what it gives you.
It is power you seek. To conjure maelstroms and command the light to drive away shadow. I will fulfill this desire. In return, I ask for one thing in return. A kiss.
Sure.
Most delicious. Meet me around the corner, and come alone. An audience is not required.
Kinky. So when I first done this, I was obviously a bit wary. I was like, I'm gonna get jumped, so I had everyone sitting stealth in the corner near her. But like I said, it just gives you a buff. You can fight her if you like. If you kill her, you obviously don't get the buff, but you get some... I think you just get some gold or like a magic item or something. You can't get the relic, unfortunately. Well, you can, but it doesn't work.
Dorothea sees you and heaves a shuddering sigh. She bites into her lower lip with enough force that a drop of blood seeps out. Blood and something else. Something green.
Darling, I admit I wish we could share more carnal pleasures. Yet I think a kiss is the height of intimacy. Now come closer and receive your soul's desire.
You draw closer and close your eyes, eager to feel her lips on yours. Yet her lips do not press against yours, and her hands do not caress your face. She is a woman no longer, but a were-spider.
Were-spider. Sure. Let's keep it up.
Her fang painlessly sinks into your neck. You still hear her words, though they sound muffled, as if filtered through a glass wall.
You desired power, and so it's yours. My venom seeps into every pore. We part ways now. I'll remember this moment.
Sure. So, Spider's Kiss. So this one specifically gave me... -2 con and +2 wits. I think that's the one I actually took for Sabille, just for the sake of the kinkiness. Right. So the only other bit that I've been to is over here. So of course,
what do you want? Boss is busy.
Beast strokes his beard for a few seconds, buries his hand inside it, then whips it out again to display his extended middle finger. He marches past, finger still raised, to the chagrin of the gawking guard.
Shrug your shoulders and follow your dwarven companion.
The guard shrugs back.
Boss can take care of himself. I'd like to see your friend try that with him.
That's one of my favourite bits in the game.